Hi everyone, this is Sam Dervich. So this one right here, grab the right one. I got a few that I'm doing right now that I'll do later. So right now we're gonna do the 528. This one's a really powerful one. So the 528 hertz is one of the most impressive healing. It heals systems, computer systems, and everything. So when you hit it, I'm going to try this just real quick. Heal the video, heal the sound, connection. Okay, so this just makes it so that everything that is connected to the field can be seen easier or be noticed better based on the frequency connection to it. Just checking a theory. Okay, well there you go. So it says 528 on here. But what it is this hertz is very powerful. It repairs DNA. But it also is said to bring love and balance. So I'm going to explain what 528 hertz is. 528 is connected to miracle frequency. But the way that I noticed when I was noticing the connections of what it's connected to from the different frequencies, it empowers the energy field because it's connected to 285. And so 285 is, the energy field connection. Then you have 852, I think it's 852, is connected to the high form. Yeah, here it is right here, 852. Yeah, so 852 connects to basically soul tribe. So you got 258 connects or empowers the energy field or activates the energy field more or boosts it. Since I'm a B negative blood, I boost the field with my energy connection. Again, I always compare it to the Green Lantern knowledge because they bring it up in the cartoon, animated cartoon that's not cartoonish, it's more 3D like, and it was very well done. And I saw this a few years back, and I still remember it because I'm all about superhero information and things like that. And they hide things in plain sight, so they put it in your shows, especially cartoons and stuff, because that's agreements that they chose to do to keep people following so that they don't feel like full liars. In order to do their agendas and to do what they want with their energy, they feel they have to be honest in some way. So they try to manipulate the stories, but it's still there. And I think it's also because the higher self is influencing them, even if they're choosing the wrong side. They're still connected to higher form, to God form. And God form influences all of its forms because it is everyone. So it intuitively gets us to do things because we're it and we're them, because it will benefit us. Are not just the bad guys that are trying to hide the things. God is both the good and bad beings. And so what's really cool about this is they bring a lot of this in Harry Potter. And Harry Potter, one of the things that I really like is in the first movie when Harry meets Hagrid for the first time. Not really the first time because he probably saw him as a baby, maybe doesn't remember it, but he does meet Hagrid in the shack. And in the book, it's the same thing in a way. But when he meets him for the first time, he actually tells Dudley in the movie, he says, he says, "Hey, Harry, you're looking a little thick, blah, blah, blah." And then he says, He's like, oh, I'm not Harry. And then Harry comes out from hiding and he says, I am. And he didn't say, I am Harry. He said, I am. And what is the response that Hagrid says to him? Of course you are. And I don't think that that is a coincidence that that's in there, because we are the I am. So when he says, I am, and he says, of course you are the I am. But he doesn't say the I am or Harry. He just says, of course you are, because he says, I am. He's like, oh, okay. And the other said, I am not. He says, I'm not. And he says, I am. He's like, of course you are. So the one that felt that they were not, would say weren't, got a pigtail on him because he started eating the cake of Harry's that was supposed to be for him. And so because he was a pig, he turned him with a piggy tail for stealing and eating Harry's birthday cake, because Dudley was a spoiled little brat. And everybody knows that. Well, there's a lot of people that want to pretend that other people were spoiled brats when they at times have been spoiled brats too. And some of us know that we've been blessed and we want the other person to be blessed, and they have more funds than us because they worked for it, and that some of us had disabilities, so they feel like we got it and we should have worked harder, even though we did try, and we kept breaking our bones, kept harming ourselves, but then they said we didn't try hard enough because they never broke bones like we were able to. And so there's a lot of this irritation and confusion. Why does this person get more than the other? And it's all about, well, it just depends on what their situation is. Maybe they wanted to work and have those things, but because every time they did, they kept breaking, they suffered, and so they either had to rely on someone else helping them, which maybe the person didn't really want to do, and it would have been more better just to help them have something instead of them trying to work and break them and harming themselves to get it, when the other could do it really easily and didn't harm themselves. And the person that kept harming themselves were like, oh, well, it's natural selection. Not always, because sometimes the people that got harmed were because of stupid irritations or stupid chemical spills or certain things that others tried to hide it being done, because not everybody was genuine. So some people got affected and messed with, or because of jealousy or irritation, and so they harmed them more, having them suffer more because of their jealousy of them getting everything, but then they're getting them to get more because they keep punishing them more, so they have to. And if they don't, then you just want them to die off because of how weak they are, but you're causing the weakness to them, and you're causing the harm to them. So why do I do these frequencies? Well, these frequencies are to help heal us all. So the 528 hertz connects us with the most powerful connection. And this is, to me, the grace frequency, that it would be 417 and then 432. So this is a combination of the heart and the throat chakra areas. And I'm going to bring up what that means. Because when you breathe in your nose or mouth or whatever, breathe in your nose through your lungs deep, and you connect with the heart, and then your stomach and everything, it connects with the three connections. So I would say the 417 is connected to the nose, it's connected to the throat area to a degree, and then that's the connection of 417 in it. So it gets rid of toxins and all this stuff or whatever and speaks through it. Then you have the 528, which is the balance of throat and heart. 432 would be the heart, connection of nature and miracles to nature. 432 is miracle, and it is basically Christ, or 369, the answers of the universe, which is within you, which is the heart, which is connected within the heart connection. 528 is the balance of both the throat chakra area, you're speaking things into being, the word and all of that. And then the speech and the feelings connection as well. So the heart connection. So it is the blue and green energy, and it connects with the field energy. 528 is DNA repair. So it connects to your DNA connection, but it also has the numbers that connect to higher self. And it also has the connections that connects to God's self. Now, this explanation was a little bit longer because this is a very powerful frequency that even just by hitting it for a little bit, it happens immediately for healing. So you don't have to hit it for 15 minutes as much, but it's good to do that if you desire. It'll just give you more healing. And so I'm going to do that. And as I talk to you right now, you're going to feel it. So what this does is it heals your DNA, it connects you with your love, soulmate connection. It activates that connection to your soulmate connection. It also heals your DNA so that you can connect with your next level. That's why it's good to do the frequencies in order, because they connect with that. But with the grace frequencies, I'm going to do one where we do the order of the 369 connection, which would be 417, then 528, which is this one, and then we would do 432, and then we would do all of them together. So that is the connection of those, but those are very powerful, and we would basically just do them all together, but it's a very powerful connection, and I just have to say that it's one of my favorites because I've noticed how fast and amazing it feels. Now I've felt 417 help, that I've felt 432 feel like it does. But I will tell you right now, 528 even heals your electronic devices and downloads faster. After listening to it and after using it and touching to the phone, I felt the phone itself vibrating the 528 hertz. And I'm just like, it heals it. It makes it more healing. So it resonates and it heals any of its wrongful things that it's been doing. And it gives you insight. You get insight on things to do. Every frequency gives you some form of insight and intuition. And 528 is the balance of the throat and the heart connection. It is the blue-green connection. 432 does that too, because it is a heart connection, but it also gets you ready to connect with the pink connection, which is the rose quartz, which is the romantic love and the soulmate love and the family healing love. So what is really great is this prepares us for the next level, which is health and relationships, which is 639. And so it's interesting how I notice this connection, that this just prepares you for the next level of frequency, the next level of chakra. Okay? So I realize that this is what that is. So 174, what it does is it gets you into pain relief, and then you go up it, and it goes into different balance forms of it. So what's next is the 285, the field, and then after that, you get the 396, and the 396, I'm going to pull that up again, bear with me for a moment here. Yeah, liberates you from fear and guilt. So 396 is the balance energy. That's what's really interesting about that one. It's the balance energy of the chakra healing. So 396 is the balance of the chakra healing, which is, how do I explain it? It is a balance in the area of both the area for reproduction, human reproduction stuff, and then it connects with because it heals pain in your body system. And where does your pain usually derive from? Your lower back and spine and neck connections. And it's always in mostly your physical areas where your different brain areas are. So your gut area and your lymphatic system connected to your passion area, and then connected to your belly button where your birth connection was, and then going up to that area a little bit above it. So 174, I would say, is connected to the pain healing and connected to your passion area. And then you go from then to the sacral or chakra, which would be the 285 energy field. And then the solar plexus is connected to the energy field below it, the sacral, and that it connects with the next is so that would be, the balance would be the 369, but the 396 is what it really is. So 396 would connect in that area with getting rid of guilt and fear and all of that, because that's your yin and yang connection area between the chakra and the gut. So you stop worrying about your fear and guilt that your gut feels and concerns about, and the yin and yang balances it out and heals you. And then, so there you go. There's a connection there. Then the 417 goes above that, and where I put that. So yeah, so then I'm going to look at this 7th chakra area, but the balance frequencies are below the bigger frequency stones. Show you real quick here. There's that, and then all the way to the passion. So we're going from the passion up, and so really there are 14 being represented, so there are almost essentially 14 possible connected frequencies. So I know the 10 of them, but then some of the ones that we don't do, I kind of found the mix of them. And I've talked to people about the 147 hertz, which isn't part of the frequencies that I have, but it is connected to physical body healing or human form healing. And that's before the pain healing with spirit connection or connection to passion. So I would say that would probably go maybe more the passion root chakra, and then 147, and then the balance would be the 174, which would be obsidian, which is black more. And then, but it's a good form of black of healing, which others like, because it's obsidian, which is a good form of energy of that form. And the positive form of the black form is the balance form. It's hard to explain it for me. And then citrine sacral chakra is connected to other forms of information. Sorry, I need to get this up here. And then, so 147 would probably be the root. 174 would probably be the obsidian, which is relieving or removes pain, balance. And then you would probably go into 13 would be after 174 would be the 285, and then that would be kind of that, and then we got the balance of that between the two would probably be 396, removes pain and guilt connection, which connects with the tiger's eye solar plexus, helping bring almost abundance. And then 417 would removing all toxins and all stuff like that, and getting you into 432, which is the miracle tone, which would connect with possible pyrite and all of that, and heart chakra as well. And then you would connect with, I would say, 528, which would be the miracle between heart chakra and the other. And I think it does have a connection to tiger's eye and sacral chakra. I think it does connect with the field or boost the field with it, 528, because it's a miracle tone and it's connected to pretty much a lot of them, because it is connected to 852 and 285. So it would connect with that one. And so 528 connects with a lot of them. And so it connects with your soul family and your soul and rose quartz and third eye connection. And then also to, I would say, halite and balance and almost to clear quartz connection. So it does connect. It is one of the most impressive ones. So I like 528 a ton. And you don't have to hear it a lot. Even just hearing it faintly is sometimes all that's needed. See, the thing about 528 is you don't need to hear it loud or soft. You can hear it either way. It's so powerful that even just hearing the vibrations or feeling it, or just feeling the phone vibrations of what you hear from it, it will radiate through the sound that you're hearing right now, through the speakers to you. And it's already healed everything. Even if you heard it far away and I'm hitting it over here and you can't hear it, it's radiating through me, through to you, through my speech, things I say to you anyway. But it's healing the connection. It's healing your DNA. It's healing my DNA. It's healing us all the time when we hear this frequency. But it connects us to get closer to the next level, which would be 639. And 639 heals relationships, connects us with our relationship family, and it's also one of the connections to relieving fear and guilt with it, and it also connects with light and spirit, which is what 693 is. So, which is the opposite of 369. It's a higher form of it. And so it is the divine connection, or I would say 963, would be the divine connection to the 369 connection. So it is probably the most harmonizing one, but I would say the 528 is one of my favorites. Just because it's so simple, and it immediately heals you as you do it, and you can feel calm from it. You just feel a sense of calm just knowing that it's there. It's immediate calm. And you feel like a coolness to it as soon as you hit it or have it around you and hear it, even faintly. It's so, so powerful. So there's that. Now let's go into this. Doing the heart now. And seriously, you feel the vibration. You feel the healing. And it's so strong. One of the things that it also does is it brings wealth and abundance. You heal it, it brings wealth and abundance in your life and all areas that you're able to accept in. It heals the blocks that you had because it's connected to 417 and all the others, because it's within the variable. So think about this. 417 is between 1 to 7, okay? But it has 1 to 4, and then it has 4 to 7. So it has those connections as part of the frequency. And so that's why it does what it does. And then, so it goes to 7. So 4 to 7 is the common connection it has for 417. and 174 and all of them too. But 4 to 7 goes to 4 to 7. 417. So you can kind of see the 1 as if it's a separator, so it just goes 4 to 7. Now what does 528? Well, 528 goes to 5 to 8. So it goes a little higher. But it also has 1 to 5 part of it, and it has, you know, basically 1 to 7. So, or I would say not 1 to 7, it has 2 to 8 in it. So 528 has 2 to 8 in it, but it has 2 to 5, and then it has 5 to 8, and then it has 5 going to 2 and 5 going to 8. So it goes back and forth because the future, past, present is all one. We're all one, connected to the future and the past and present. So that's what's so great about all of this, is the future, past, present is just how that works. And I just figured out a new way to see the timer easier. I just put the mallet up at the top right where the timer is. Okay, so now my next videos will be a lot easier. See, miracles happen with 528, even simple miracles like this, for me being able to see the timer without having to move the phone now. So you have miracles and insight that come to you as you hit the 528. And this doesn't just bless me, this blesses you, even if it's so simple. And it's so entertaining because you're like, wow, this is so cool. You got all this insight, you get all this blessing, you get all these people helping you and showing up, and it's just all these miracles just happen one after another, one after another, one after another, and you're just like, what do I do now? How do I bring more miracles to my life? How do I do more? Well, it brings you that insight because it's activating the field, the golden grid connection, but it's also connected to the heart and the throat, so you can speak truthfully and speak better of yourself and others, and love and forgive and put doubts aside and forgive yourself and forgive others and be more harmony. It repairs the DNA, which it repairs the field. It repairs everything because it's a repairer frequency. 528 is a miracle frequency because it repairs things that have been damaged. But 417 helps get you, facilitates change to connect with that. And so then you can do the 432, which connects with miracle tone, which connects with 528. But it's good to do 417, then 528, then 432. But I'm doing all of these in order, 417 to 432, and then 528, because that's the frequency level. But the connections of the numbers, it's good to do the 369 variable connection, and I'll do that later. But it's just so powerful. And I can even feel my neck itching a little bit and healing, and my body healing itself. And it's a good connection because it's in a spot that I know is connected to my brainstem. So my body is healing. You can even put this around your area and your head like I just did, and you can heal yourself with these frequencies of these tones. So again, 528 is powerful because it connects with your heart, your throat, and everything, and your sacral chakra and all of it. It's all connected because it goes from 2 hertz to 8 hertz. And so it goes in your area of where your sacral chakra is, your sacral chakra, which is the yellow. And so it goes a little bit above the passion area, but it repairs DNA, so it repairs that area too, because it's strong enough to, because it's tuned into frequency higher than that frequency's normal needs, and so it heals it even stronger, because it connects to heaven, connects to God. It's the miracle frequency connection. So I call this one of the grace frequencies. The grace frequencies is 517, 528 and 432. And then after that, it would be any of the corresponding connections of that. So the 369, 693, or 639, I would say, and then I would say 963. All of those are all connected. And again, in order to do the 369, you kind of have to do the order that I was mentioning with the 417, then 528, and then 432 to get to the 369 connection. But you can also do it with 174 and 285 and then 396. And that will add up to 369, which is really impressive when you think about it, and it adds up in more of an order. So that one connects in more of an order, but the problem is then you have the 396, so you're going ahead of it, but it doesn't really matter because it's kind of connected with all of them in some way. But I'll tell you right now, the one that would be connected most to it would be the 963 frequency. So there you go. So I went a little bit longer on that one, but I wanted to bless you. So again, for those that tuned in, saw this is what it was. 528 repairs DNA. That's what it was. And so what we had is just a connection. I would say it would be the appetite, because you need the appetite. Appetite is blue and green. To my knowledge, is what I have, a blue and green connection one. And so there you go, everybody. That's how that works. So my next video will be 639. That's the next one, which would be health and relationship. And heals relationships. So bless you, bless all. But 528 is one of my favorites because you can really feel its power and its calmness. And I don't know if it's just because of everything I've gone through and having metal in my body and other things from surgeries and back and health since birth. I have no idea if that's why. But I'll tell you, it really does calm me. And I know I've heard others say the same. 432 are also someone's favorite. Some like 432 more than 528, but most people that have been really damaged notice the healing from 528. So bless you all. Thank you. Take care.